the channel, we're going to take a look at the classic, iconic Accept solo for Princess of the Dawn up next. Alright, before we get started, if you're looking for the tab and guitar profiles for this, as well as the backing track, head on over to my Patreon down there in the link below. Also, I've got a free gift for you called 5 must-know 80s metal riffs. And it's got some great stuff in there too. It's my free gift to you. Also, the link down below. Let's get started. This is standard tuning. And basically, now if you listen to a live version of this, the version I was listening to, the bass was just playing. So like 8th notes behind the whole thing. There's another guitar on there that's going. Okay, a little thing in D minor. So that's what I put on the backing track. Just kind of buried in the mix a little bit is that, but mostly you're just hearing the chug of the bass and then the other guitar just chugging away on that D. So this is D minor pentatonic for the most part, but also D natural minor. So basically D minor scale will cover everything that you need in this particular solo. A lot of it's going to be based around the 10th fret. So if you think about your pentatonic scale in D minor, right there at the 10th fret, that will kind of get you oriented towards what's going on. But there's some jumping around. So let's take a look at it. Starts out with cool melodies, just like all Wolf Hoffman solos have great little melodies. So the first thing is and I've got a lot of delay on this just because I like the way it sounds, but I'll just turn that off for now so it's not distracting. Okay, so this is 10th fret on the G, then 9, 10 G, and then 12 on the D, and then 12 on the A. So there's that's your first lick. So I like to kind of grab that 12th fret D with my ring, and then the 12th fret A with my middle finger. Second part. So here we're just going 10, 9, 10 on the G, and then 12. That's your root note right there on the D. So, okay, next lick. Okay, nice little melodic. So you see there's a lot of like call and response kind of phrasing here, meaning the guitar will play a phrase and then the next phrase kind of answers it. So we have okay, very nice. So this last lick is 9, 10, 12. Then bend on the G, and then bend 12 up, whole step, cut it off, and then bring it back and play 12 on the G by itself. And then 10 on the G, and then 12 on the D. So, and then 13 on the B, bend that up twice, a whole step. That's kind of like the intro to the whole solo there. Okay, so we've just done this. Next lick goes like this. So you notice with Wolf, he likes to kind of dig in and cut certain notes off, playing them more staccato. Staccato means you're just playing sharp. You're not playing smooth and connected. The notes are a little disconnected, like. And that's great for expressing yourself through the articulation of how you play the notes. You probably agree that sounds different than this. Right? Not as much attitude. Or conviction, maybe is the right word. So the lick starts with this. We're going to bend up 12 on the G, a whole step, and then cut it off. Okay, and all I'm doing there is just using my palm to kill the note. Then bring it all the way down and pull off 12 to 10. And then play on the G and then play 12 on the D. Do that again. So those two together. And then we're going to play this little line here. And that's 9 hammer on to 10. Pull off to 9 on the G. 10 on the D, and then 12 on the A. You can see, like, we've done so much work already just in this little area. And then the last part of that is 12, 10, 8 on the A, and then 7. Hammer on to 8, pull up to 7 on the A, and then 8 on the low E, slide up to 10. Okay, so here's the whole intro before we get to the fast stuff. It goes like this. Dig in and get a little pinch harmonic on some of those notes. Makes it even more effective. Then we play this killer lick, kind of an arpeggio. Slow. Couple things going on here. One is the actual arpeggio is like a B flat. So we're playing it descending. We'll talk about the articulation in a second. The notes are 13 on the high E, then pull that off to 10, then 11 on the B, 10 G, 12 D, 13 on the A. Now, you're only going to be able to get the speed of this by sweeping it. So what I do is pull off the first one with a downstroke, 13 to 10, and then play ups. Up on 11, up on 10, up on 12, up on 13. Okay, so you should end up on an upstroke on 13, which is going to set you up for the little picking run that comes next. So once we get to 13, with an upstroke we're going to go down 12 on the A, 10 on upstroke on 10 on the A, and then we're going to go 8, 10, 12, down, up, down on the A, upstroke on 8 on the D string, and then 10 on the low E string. Okay, so now these last few notes are muted. That's it's 8, 10, 12, 8 on the A and D string, and then 10. Very cool, right? And then we're going to play 8. Well, we're going to play a run starting on the 8th fret low E. This is right up to D minor scale. So it's 8, 10, 12 E, 8, 10, 12 A, 8, 10, 12 D. So, and then we're going to play 9, 10, 12 on the G, and then 10 on the A. Sorry, 10 on the B. It sounds to me like Wolf is playing the 3 notes on the G string with a little hammer on. So you hear. Okay, so that's the first 2 runs. Put those together. Continuing on, we have this. So this is a little melodic lick here. It's 11-10, pull off on the B string, and then 12G, back to 10B. Then we're going to pull off 13, 11, 10 on the B, 12G, then 11, 10, pull off on the B again, and then 12, 10, 12 on the G. So all of that together. And then we have another 3-note string scale run. This one starts on the A string, 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12 on the D, 9, 10, 12 G, 10 on the A, and then we're going to play 11, pull off to 10 on the B. I'm sorry, did I say the A again? I'm at the B, so it's the 10th fret, 11th fret, pull off to 10 on the B, and then 12 on the G. So that run sounds like this. I am applying a slight mute to the notes here. Alternate picking all of those, except for the notes on the B string. Okay, so here's those last 2 licks. If you put it all together, we get this. Okay, now we have this little stretchy lick. Very cool lick. This is D minor pentatonic here. We're going to play 15, pull off to 10 on the B. You want to bar across the G and the B string on the 10th fret with your index finger. So pinky all the way over here, pull off 15 to 10 on the B. Then play 10 on the G and 10 on the B. Then go 15, pull off to 10 on the B, and then 13, 10, and then 10G, 10B. So here's what we have so far. Then we're going to do that again. We'll play 15, pull off to 10, 13, pull off to 10, and then 10 on the G, 10B. So that's the whole lick. Okay, I gotta get kind of an angle like this to get a good stretch with the way I'm seated here. So that's the lick, and then that connects to this. So we have So this lick is 15, 17, 18 on the B, high E 15, 17 on the high E, pull off to 15, 18, 17 B, and then switch positions. 17, 18, 20 on the B, 17, 20 on the high E, and then bend up 20 a whole set. So we have this alternate picking here. Okay, now the last lick we go all the way down to the 5th fret. Actually, we're going to start on the 6th fret on the high E string, and we're playing 6, pull off to 5. And then on the B string, same thing. And then we're going to play 7, pull off to 5, hammer onto 7 on the G. So that's it. And the second time we do this, we're going to go 6, 5 high E, 6, 5 B, and then 7 on the G. So those two together. And the Wolf is definitely digging in here too. If you get a little pinch harmonic here, it's even nicer. Then go back to the first one, 6, 5, high E, 6, 5 B, and then we're gonna play this. 7, 5, 7, 5, pull off. So pull off to the open, and then keep that going. 7, 5 open, and then take the underside of your pick hand pinky and like a little karate chop, just move it across, aiming for that G string there. Just lightly, and see if you can pick up some of those harmonics. So that whole ending phrase is. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's the whole solo, Princess of the Dawn. Great solo. It's challenging in places, also very doable in other places if you're a newer player. So take what you can from this, work on the stuff that's hard for you. And nail that easy stuff. Work on those bends and vibratos and those staccato notes while you're working on your speed, okay? And if you need the tab for this, or you want the tab and you want the Guitar Pro and the killer backing track, head on over to Patreon and the link below, and make sure and grab my 5 must-know 80s metal riffs on the way out. Down there in the description box, it's my free gift to you. And I'll see you next time. Rock on.